Hey everyone, this past month the TCT or timing chain tensioner on my daily driven AP1 with around 150,000 miles failed. TCT failure is one of the most common, if not the most common issue with the Honda S2000, so I figured I would take this opportunity to make a definitive video on the subject. The Honda S2000 uses a metal timing chain to synchronize the crankshaft in the block with the camshafts in the head. The timing chain tensioner is responsible for maintaining tension on this metal timing chain. Now, as the timing chain wears over time, it will slowly lengthen and introduce slack to the timing chain. Normally, this wouldn't be a problem because the timing chain tensioner is spring-loaded and designed to automatically adjust when slack is introduced. Unfortunately, there is a design flaw in the OEM timing chain tensioner which can prevent it from maintaining tension on stretched-out timing chains. The lack of tension causes the timing chain to rattle around in the engine and make the famous timing chain tensioner noise. So how do you know if your timing chain tensioner has failed? The first symptom is a rattling noise that occurs shortly after starting up the car when it is already warm. As the issue gets worse, you will also hear the noise when the car is idling while warm. And finally, as the issue gets even worse, you will hear it at all RPMs when the car is warm. The best way to describe the rattling sound is like a baseball card in the spokes of a bicycle wheel. In its most noticeable form, it'll be a loud and fast metal-on-metal tapping sound. To make it as clear as possible, I've recorded some sound clips with and without the timing chain tensioner noise for a comparison. If you can't get enough signal based on sound alone, you can also look for damage to your cylinder head and timing chain. The noise that you hear when a timing chain tensioner fails is actually the timing chain colliding with the cylinder head. If you pop off your valve cover, you should be able to see gouges in the cylinder head where the timing chain travels on the exhaust side of the engine. Additionally, if you take a close look at the outside of the timing chain itself, you will notice gouges on the chain links as well. If you've confirmed that your timing chain tensioner is failing, you can fix it with a number of solutions. The most naive approach is to replace the failing timing chain tensioner with a brand new OEM timing chain tensioner, and that'll run you about $131. Based on anecdotal evidence, this is a waste of money though, because the OEM timing chain tensioner will simply fail like the original one, but much quicker since the timing chain is already stretched out. The cheapest and most labor-intensive solution is to attempt to extend the life of the OEM timing chain tensioner by sandblasting the worm gear. Apparently, the worm gear becomes polished over time, and sandblasting it makes the worm gear dull and sticky once again. I personally have no experience with this approach, but results appear to be extremely mixed with lots of reports of relapsing. In my opinion, the best way to solve this issue is to replace the OEM timing chain tensioner with an aftermarket one that is revised. The most popular revised units are sold by Billman, Ballad Sports, and Inline Pro. All of the revised timing chain tensioners will set you back anywhere between $200 to $300, but the cost is well worth it for the peace of mind. I don't want to start a holy war between the revised timing chain tensioner vendors, but I've personally settled on a Billman timing chain tensioner for a number of reasons. Anyway, I hope this video clarifies this issue for S2000 owners out there. If you solved this problem yourself, comment down below with the solution that worked out for you. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below for any DIY you'd like to see in the future.